June 30th is the 182nd day of the year, making today Parade Day, Blink 182 Day. You can thank Jason for that little tidbit.
I do have to admittedly thank the Colorado Avalanche on Twitter for finding that, but then to confirm it and to know that it has all come together for this. Right now on Denver 7 News at 8 a.m., it's Parade Day in the Mile High City. Hundreds of thousands of Avs fans eventually going to make their way into downtown Denver.
They are more than excited to celebrate a Stanley Cup win, 2 decades in the making. Here's a live look from Civic Center Park this morning. You can see things haven't even started yet. People already out there, and it's just going to get bigger. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jessica Crawford.
And I'm Jason Grenauer. We have a team of reporters and photographers and partners with Altitude all over the metro today to cover Lord Stanley's Cup and its trip from Union Station across downtown to Civic Center Park. And that's where we want to start this morning with Denver 7's Colette Bordelon, the whole bunch of fans that are ready to celebrate.
It is a party. There's live music. I'm sorry I'm yelling at you guys, but I just can't stop. I might not have a voice by the end of today. I'm here with There's a bunch of Landeskog's out here today. It's kind of really cool. Like, we got famous people out here. I'm just kidding. It's Alicia. Alicia, you have been an Avs fan for around 5 years. What was your reaction on Sunday for Game 6?
Legit cried. I was in tears, screaming, yelling, and just, words couldn't describe. I was very, very excited, very happy.
And I know your 2 kids couldn't be here today, but you're gonna be out here all day. You got grandma watching them. So what does today mean to you to be out here celebrating with all of these Avs fans?
So, the last few years have just been so rough on everybody to just have the opportunity to gather and be together and have a common, just feeling of happiness and joy and triumph. It's just, I don't know, it's great. It feels really, really good to see and talk to people and have this just great vibe and feeling. It's really great.
It's been, I talked to someone else once who said, we needed this as a city after going through everything that we've been through, everything the country's really been through. But it is so exciting to have this here home in Denver. What do the Avs mean to you? What do they represent more than a sports team?
Perseverance and just really hard work and, teamwork. That's what we've had to do as a country, over the last couple of years. And, we're not fair weather fans, where we were there through it all. And I don't know, it just, perseverance, I guess, has just been great.
Here's to the start of what is hopefully a legacy. And for the Avs, I know it's loud out here, this party just getting started. Lisa Hidalgo is probably in the middle of this party because everywhere Lisa goes, it's a party. Lisa, what are you seeing? What are you hearing?
I'm up high, and you know what? I don't think we can hear each other at all, Colette. It is getting loud out here, and it's packed. But wow, what a beautiful morning for a rally. We're under a partly sunny sky right now, and it looks like the rain is going to hold off. Take a look. The cloud cover will linger this morning. Showers will develop this afternoon, but it looks like they'll be after the rally by early afternoon. Highs are going to be in the 80s. It's going to be a pretty warm one today. We're going to hit those low to mid 80s, likely right around about 11 to 12 o'clock. Right now, 73, another vantage, another viewpoint of the city. Looking from City Park back to the west, you can see we're under some of that cloud cover early on. It's kind of starting to sneak through a little bit more here in town. Here's a look at that warm-up, though. 77 degrees by 9 o'clock. Low 80s by 11, so wear all your new Avs gear out here today, Jason. We're going to see likely lots of good burgundy and blue out in the sea of people. It continues to get bigger and bigger as the morning goes on. I can't hear a thing. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's so loud out here. So I'm going to send it in to you in the studio.
No, we can barely hear you, Lisa. It is really loud out there, but it's fun. Anyway, this is right here on Broadway, just south of Colfax, right there. The park is right here. And you see already the fans that are lined up ready for the parade to hit here. And then they're going to turn around and go see the festivities there at Civic Center. And they probably can hear the music as well. Take a look at the one problem spot we have to the north side of town, southbound I-25. Look at all this red all the way down to this problem here where there's this concrete mixer blocking the right lane on the southbound side before 84s. And so the drive time right now at 40 minutes. So this is the big delay for us right now. The rest of the drive doesn't look too bad, heavy in some of those usual spots. And we do have one crash coming off of Parker Road to go northbound 225, but it's not going to be that big of a deal for you if you're making your way that way. But of course, across downtown, we're going to have Broadway, 17th, all closed down in just a little bit for the parade winding its way down this way, right here to Civic Center Park, where we already have some roads that are closed down and will be probably for until the early afternoon.
So let's take a live look then outside along 17th and those fans lining up, waiting for those fire trucks, the players, and of course, Lord Stanley's Cup to make their way downtown. We're just about an hour away from the start of all the action. Plenty of people already there. Many, many more still making their way into the center of the Mile High City.
So let's get on over to Denver 7's Veronica Acosta. And Veronica, there are a few things that people need to know if they're planning to head out or even just go into that area.
There are, and first off, it has really livened up here a lot just within the past 30 minutes or so outside of Ball Arena. It's an important spot to be. This isn't along the parade route, but it's the staging area, so it's where we're going to get our first look at some of those players on those fire trucks, the floats, of course, that everyone's so excited. And take a look here behind me. You can see some of that action already this morning. We mentioned it. We promised you'd eventually see something out here, and there it is. We're talking about fire trucks from all across the state here. South Metro Fire, you see them there. We've also seen Denver Fire Department. We have seen Thornton, and then our friends from Colorado Springs also made the drive up here. Their fire truck is somewhere in the mix there. And then off to the left side, you can't quite see it now, but you will be later on in the show. You can see some of those floats are starting to get decorated up. Of course, this place is just filled with fire department staff, event staff as well. And Jessica, you mentioned a lot of people probably still at home, starting hopefully to get ready to go out to the parade route itself. If you're still wondering what you can't bring, here's what officials are saying. They're saying leave those chairs, those umbrellas and blankets at home. Obviously, weapons, drugs, and alcohol also need to stay home. No pets allowed unless they're service animals, and make sure that if you're bringing a bag, it's a small one. They're asking you you don't bring those really large bags. So just something to keep in mind. We'll keep sneaking out closer and closer to some of those floats so you guys can see the first look at those and get as excited as the morning goes on. We're in Denver this morning. I'm Veronica Acosta, Denver 7.
Veronica, thank you. Love that behind the scenes look. Just a little taste of what we'll be seeing throughout our morning. Every player gets a day with the cup, and we actually know the order. The top five are Captain Gabe Landeskog, followed by Eric Johnson, Andrew Cogliano, Nate McKinnon, and Jack Johnson. Nazem Kadri, Andre Burkowski, and Darcy Kemper follow them. All the way at the end of the list, number 29 is head coach Jared Bednar. The Avs come from 6 or 7 different countries, so the Cup will be traveling a lot over the next 100 days until the next season's home opener.
Now, one of the really cool things for many fans today along that parade route is going to be seeing the Stanley Cup go by in person. Now, you might remember, though, what happened to Lord Stanley's Cup on Sunday night. Nicolas Aube-Kubel was skating around with the cup. The team was like, oh, let's take a picture. Kubel came in pretty hot, pretty fast, and ooh, ouch. You see that little line there? Yeah, it should be circular on the bottom. He dented the cup. So I asked the keeper of the cup, Phil Pritchard, about that dent.
So he stopped, and whether he caught an edge on the blade. And for those of us that have all skated, if you catch an edge, you know what happens. And everybody saw it on TV. Stanley did get a little dent in it, but you know what? We came back to Tampa through the efforts of some of these Ball Arena staff, some of the people, the handy people that could help Mike and I. We managed to fix it. It looks great.
On to say if he looks that good at 130 years old, he'll be just fine. So he claims the dent is gone. Jason Luber says he saw some other video. It might still just be there. It's not a perfect circle on the bottom. They'll fix that sometime during the offseason. And by the way, there is a limit to how many names the team can put on the cup. Just 52 names between the players, the management, the coach, and the staff. Lisa Hidalgo hopes that her name will be one of those. She's going to join us here from Civic Center Park, a very loud Civic Center Park, in just a little bit.
Heading back outside with a live look at downtown Denver. We're looking here at Civic Center Park, and the parade starts at 10, but you see everybody out there already, even before the parade is starting. Our team coverage of the Colorado Avalanche Parade of Champions continues after the break.